Hello, I'm Bill Staten, the producer of Almost Live. During the past week, we've been conspicuously silent about the recent events in East Germany, preferring instead to observe, digest, and analyze the full impact of this historic occurrence. But now we feel it's time to let you know how we feel about the opening of the Berlin Wall. Keister gives it a thumbs up, particularly singling out the performance of East German leader Egon Kranz. Nye, another thumbs up, although he thinks the pacing may be a little fast. Wyatt, thumbs down, saying that the dance sequence on top of the wall was overdone and predictable. And Nelson, thumbs up, calling it the political move of the decade. So there you have it, 3 thumbs up and a thumbs down for the opening of the Berlin Wall. Next week, we'll review the resignation of Bulgarian leader Todor Zhivkov and the Soviet-ordered reform of the Czechoslovakian political system. And we'll see you on Almost Live.
This is Almost Live with special.
We interrupt for this programming note. The feature originally scheduled for this time was canceled just prior to the previously announced show that was initially slated to be on tap as a replacement for a program normally seen at another time.
And now, here he is,
John Keister.
Thank you. Well, it's been quite a year, as you may have noticed. The Soviet Union's becoming more westernized. Now the Berlin Wall is actually being torn down. Seems like the world is changing for the better, and you know, we at Almost Live have done a little research, run a few projections, and discovered some other changes for the better on the global horizon. For example, we can foresee a day when Gaddafi admits that he's been a little irrational in the past and vows to switch to decaf. The Crips and the Bloods decide to settle their differences on the volleyball court, with the proceeds going to clean up Lake Washington. The French decide to lose the attitude. Oh, big agreement there for France. KJR will play a song recorded after 1968. Yeah. Yugoslavia changes its name to Hondaslavia. Italian men start wearing normal underwear. Chinese leaders in Beijing reaffirm their commitment to quality education, opting to give students choices for a better life rather than simply killing them. Georgia and Alabama admit they lost the Civil War and get on with their lives. Finally, in an effort to look more hip, Canadians will stop saying "eh" after everything and substitute the rap phrase, "Yo, word up!" So, things are looking better. These are very exciting changes, but few things in life are as exciting as an encounter with a great white shark. And to demonstrate this, we've sent a few members of our audience to the Pacific Ocean, where I think we have a camera ready. Are they there? There they are. Yeah. Oh, and there's the shark. A living killing machine, you know. Has to eat to live. If it doesn't eat, it sinks and dies. They're having a great time there. Good sports. Oh, well, we seem to have lost the feed there, but it looks like they're having fun. But hey, you know, when it comes to really having fun, nobody beats the High-fivin white guys. The High-fivin white guys, big adventure! High-fivin white guys are cool!
It's hip to be square!
Oh boy, it's those high-fivin white guys!
They shop in all the best places!
That is bad!
Ooh, high-fivin white guys!
This is Fields!
They've got lots of money!
High-fivin white guys!
White guys are always in style!
Sweet, that is sweet!
Yes, that is great!
No! High-fivin' white guys! All right! All right!
We'll be right back. We've got Bill Nye the Science Guy right after this.
She was an innocent girl from the suburbs. She led a normal, boring life. Until the greatest band in the world showed up on her doorstep.
Mind if we stay with you a while?
What?
We've come to live with you.
It was too good to be true. Me and you too.
Whoa! We are back. And you know, Almost Live is not just a vehicle for entertainment, far from it. As a matter of fact, we dedicate ourselves to furthering the advancement of the scientific field of knowledge of all endeavors, whatever. In any case, to that end, please welcome a personal friend of mine, a great humanitarian, and an all-around nice guy. Please welcome Bill Nye, the Science Guy. Bill, come on up. Nice to see you.
Nice to be seen, John.
Great to have you here, Bill. Gosh.
Great to be had.
Thanks. You know, the audience, myself, we're all just wondering what depths of scientific inquiry are we going to plumb tonight?
Indeed, John. You know, I get cards and letters. I get faxes nowadays.
You get faxes in your car?
No, I haven't reached that point. Phone mail.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, phone mail. Anyway, the question is, I'm in a car, you're in a car, one is in a car going 50 miles an hour.
Uh-huh.
Is it better to hit another car head-on, also going 50, or should you hit a brick wall at, say, 100 miles an hour? That's 50, 50, or 100 into the brick wall. Which is better?
I guess the basic question is two cars hitting each other at 50 miles an hour the same as running one car into a wall at 100 miles an hour?
The same. Indeed, a very good question. And funnily enough, I have just the equipe to verify or to research this concept.
I'm glad you got that because, you know, Bill, that's a question that's always perplexed me, and I've often thought of maybe crossing the center line, you know, some night to test that out. But I'm glad we can do it here in the you know, pristine laboratory environment that we have. That's you know, that's what I think of Almost Live. A pristine laboratory environment.
Huh. Wonder if people in management know that.
Okay.
Well, John, before we begin, very important, John, please put these on.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't want to proceed
the
without
safety
those.
glasses.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look sharp.
The Western
I have here two vehicles. We have the balloon passengers, and we have the glass ball bumpers. I may just show you here, set them down on the roadway. Now, the roadway is constructed, you notice these cars don't have motors, so what we're going to do is we're going to use gravity to get the cars going at the same speed.
Right. Sort of like a demolition Pinewood Derby or something like that.
Yeah, well, this is science.
Oh, okay, all right.
All right, now, if you'll just pull your car up to the proper place there.
All right.
Now, what we'll do is we'll release these cars on go, which will be subsequent to a 1.
All right. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, well. Okay, so they both broke there, Bill.
Yeah, that's really not what I anticipated.
Well, maybe if we look at the instant replay, we might be able to sort this out.
Sort it out.
Let's see. Let's take a look. Okay, there they are. They're okay, and when they hit, they're okay.
You see?
Oh, all right. Okay.
Now,
That
everybody,
verifies
just
it.
bear with it. The guy was okay till the water balloon landed on the shards of glass.
Yeah,
Which,
maybe another type of bumper would have been more prudent, Bill. But
Yeah.
you know, that's, I guess, another show. But you know,
So, see, we were okay till we landed on the
on
shards.
the shards of broken glass.
Yeah. So,
much
unless-
like you might find on a highway if two cars, were to collide.
If you were a water balloon.
If you were a water balloon, sure. Boy, we're just about to get cold fusion here, I think. I
okay,
don't know.
now.
All right.
John, what I want to do, I want to take the experiment, of course.
Well, you've got the
next
studio all
step.
wet. That's good.
I want to take the experiment, the next step.
Okay.
And that, of course, involves building a brick wall
Ah.
on
Okay,
a roadway,
so-
which I happen to have here.
We have a hypothetical brick wall
Yes.
in the roadway, which in this
Hypo-
case is an actual brick wall, too.
Yes,
so-
it is an actual brick wall. What
Okay.
a coincidence.
Well, this
Yeah.
is fun. I hope, we got puddles here.
Yeah, that's okay, John. It's science.
Ah.
Now, John, I have here a third vehicle, anticipating there might have been some sort of problem like that. And this vehicle
Who has a
is
smile, you'll notice, but
he's
no
smiling.
eyes.
His eyes are sort of minimalist. They're kind of stingray, the aquatic animal eyes. Here's sort of a crab thing.
Okay.
And I think that's the future in automobiles. Now,
All right.
what I'm going to do is put the car at a considerably higher distance to simulate not running two cars into each other at 50, but running into a brick wall at 100. Now, this passenger is specially developed, no longer filled with water. No, this is not a water balloon. This is a butterscotch pudding balloon.
Ah, great. I think I'm going to step back a bit then, Bill. I think I'm going to...
You've got your safety glasses on.
Got them on.
Yeah. All right, John. Well, as you saw, the other balloons survived the crash. Of course, some problems with the highway. This balloon, then, let's watch.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Wow. It's pretty
Can we
messy
see
there.
the instant replay, John?
Okay, let's take a look. Well, it looked like it survived the crash too there, Bill. Looked like it broke it.
Well, John, we work on these things a great deal, of course, and in this case we have, I wouldn't call it a total disaster, but sort of the exact, not really the result that we anticipated at all. And
But we do have a messy studio.
We do.
So,
We have
yeah,
trashed
so,
the
yeah.
studio.
We have trashed the studio.
Thank you.
But this experiment aside, if this were to happen in the real world, Bill, just tell us what would happen.
Oh, goodness. Well, John, 1/2 mv squared equals mgh in this case. So what you're going to have then is the height of gravity, the height above the floor, then increasing the kinetic energy. But the kinetic energy goes as the square of the speed. So running into the wall at twice the speed, you'd have 4 times the energy, and on paper, you'd be trashed. Also, when you run two cars together, you see both cars absorb energy, and the other car then running into the brick wall only has one car to absorb that much more energy.
I see.
So, any way you look at it, you're sort of in for a load of hurt. What you'll be is butterscotch all over the highway, John.
Ah, I see. So the message is that if you're going down the road and you're careening out of control at 50 miles an hour, and you've got the chance to either run into the say the side of the tunnel or go into the tunnel and meet an oncoming car, you want to do
Into the tunnel.
into the tunnel and meet the oncoming car.
The innocent car, right.
Well, I'm
head on.
glad that we can always provide people with useful information on Almost Live.
Sure,
Bill,
John.
Yeah.
Sure.
Bill, it's been nice to have you here again. And geez, if there's any other fascinating experience we can do like this, just come back anytime.
Yeah, thanks,
Thanks
John.
a lot, Bill. and
Thank you all.
We'll be right back.
Studio amplification for Almost Live provided by American Music.
You cannot, in my opinion, categorically state that one man was far greater than the other.
There were certain physical differences between the two, which might account for their very different artistic and interpretive sensibilities.
Because, like, what you got to remember is that we're dealing here with two real different kinds of cats. I mean, you know, you got Shemp, and he's like, you know, into the real physical sort of stuff with the weird hair and all that kind of stuff kind of hanging out, you know?
As compared to the very different style we find in Curly.
But to say that one man was so much funnier than the other is a bit like saying that Monet is a much better painter than Renoir.
I think you can effectively argue that Curly was overall funnier than Moe or Larry, but perhaps not Shemp. And you know, the thing is that Shemp is just like a real hard dude to imitate. But like with Curly, it's just a real easy voice for people to do.
Curly's sound was basically like this. Hiya, Mo. How's everything going with you?
And then, of course, that would generally be followed by the nyuk, nyuk, nyuk sort of laugh.
So the real point as to who was the actual funniest of the two is a rather moot one to me.
'Cause, like, the thing is, man, Shemp was Shemp and Curly was Curly, you know? And they made me laugh just thinking about them. Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're back. We are back. Speaking to you as I am now as a spokesman from the electronic media, inside the electronic media, I want to let you know that television can be your friend.
Does television seem like a curse? Do all those beautiful, exciting, and rich people make your life seem pathetic? Then move up the dial to Channel U. Channel U puts you in the action with all your favorite stars.
What you do to me, baby? You know, I'm the luckiest by far. Starlight.
With Channel U, your macho fantasies can come true. Born too late for the classics? No problem with Channel U. And you'll finally get the love and attention you've always wanted.
Oh man, Kathleen, boy, you're the greatest.
Channel U makes your lousy life worth living.
Hey, it's a tough job. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Honey, I'm home. Hey, what's cooking in there? It smells delicious.
I have the cooking knowledge of 35,000 years. Tonight, yak entrails.
Yeah, that's great, honey. Yeah, that's great. I married a channeler. What a girl, what a world, what a wife. I married a channeler. What a find, has two minds, leads two lives. Well, how was your day, hon?
It was fine, honey. Julie and I went shopping at Bellevue Square, had lunch. It was great. It was nice.
And how was your day, Samantha?
That's what you tell a day is nothing compared to thousands of years of seeking enlightenment.
That's nice.
Now, folks, I have been your son Billy's teacher for the last term now, and
I'll have to tell you, I'm very concerned about these test scores. His mathematics is very poor. His history scores are at the bottom of the class.
That is your truth.
Well, I mean, the test papers are right here if you want to look at them.
My son is a god. He's an enlightened entity who has knowledge of all the universe.
Yeah, well, that's fine, but we grade on a curve here.
Let me see you get out of the car, walk a straight line.
Honey, you are the best.
Thanks, babe.
I've had better.
Knock it off, Samantha.
You're a puny man.
Oh, shit. Honey, come back. All right, we've got to go now. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Promotional consideration for Almost Live provided by Pizzeria Pagliacci, featuring traditional and gourmet pizza by the slice. Pizzeria Pagliacci, rated Seattle's best pizza. Promotional consideration also provided by your local Coca-Cola bottler.